Alright, so this is for when you have finished putting in your custom backgrounds to your PowerPoint, but you haven't put in your custom animation first. It's better to do this before you do the custom animation. So at this point you have a choice of either putting in a video or putting in a music. You can do both if you want, but if you put in a video, you have to have it before the music. You can't have it within the music, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But the bottom line is you need to get the music somehow to the computer where you're going to play your PowerPoint and put it into the folder that your PowerPoint's in. And I think we've already discussed that in class, so that it travels with the PowerPoint. Now you can do this by either, if you have an Android phone and you have music on the phone, you can hook it up to the computer, and I'll give you the cable for that. Unfortunately, iPhones won't do that. Or you can bring it on a memory stick, or you can get it from YouTube, and we'll talk about that when we talk about videos. But if you want to get music from a CD, you need to rip that song off of the CD, and that's the word they use, to rip. So in order to do that, there's a couple of steps that you have to take, and that's what we're going to talk about right now. So first off is you're going to put the CD into the CD tray in the computer and push it in, which I just did. And several things could happen when you do that. In this case, you can see it pops up and starts wanting to play, so I'm just going to close it right here. Sometimes it'll pop up a thing and ask you what options you want to do with it, and one of them might be to rip it, but in this case we didn't get that. So starting from scratch, what you can do is just go here to the Windows button and type in, or just press the Windows key, type in Windows, and you'll see Windows Media Player, not Explorer or Live Movie Maker or anything, just Windows Media Player. Click on that and open it up. And in this case, it's already open to the CD that I want. Sometimes it'll just open to a playlist or something like that, or your music folder. But what you're going to do is just go down to where it says, where this little circle is indicating the CD DVD player, and click on that. And you'll see that you have a whole bunch of different songs. Now in some cases it'll actually have the names of the tracks, but I've got a pretty obscure album here of Moroccan music, and so it's not really recognizing any of them. Now you're only going to need one song, because your PowerPoint presentation is, if you spend 10 seconds per slide, that's going to be a lot anyway, and so if you have 20 slides at 10 seconds, it's a little under 3 minutes. And none of these songs, well, in this case some of them are under 3 minutes, but most songs that you have are usually over 3 minutes, so you're going to probably only want to use one. So we don't want to rip all of these songs. You can see they're all checked here, and I could take the time to go check, check, check like that and uncheck it. The easiest thing to do is just go up here where you see the box where next to albums, and you click on it, and well, it checked all the ones I unchecked. Now if you click on it again, it unchecks everything, and that way you can just choose the one that you want to rip. And so I'm going to choose track 9 because I happen to know that's the one I want. And you're going to go up here to where it says rip CD, but before that go to rip settings and just make sure that you're going to get what you want. So in this case the format Windows Media Audio is the default, which probably works better because PowerPoint is a Windows program. And audio quality, if you want, you can make it best quality, or you can leave it at default. I don't think it really matters that much, so I'm just going to leave it alone, but it's not a bad thing to check. I mean, if you want, you can make the format MP3. That's not a bad thing either. And once you're satisfied that it's going to rip properly, click here where it says Rip CD, and you can see that right here it is ripping the CD. Thanks to the wonders of the pause button, you guys didn't have to sit through the whole thing. It took a few seconds, but that being done, you can go into, we'll close this because we don't need it anymore, and we'll go into the Windows Explorer. And if you go into the music folder, notice here I have unknown artist. It's more likely than not that that's the one. And then unknown album, let's see which one it is here. Nothing in that one, so it must be the other one. Okay, and there's my track. Now I can rename the track if I want. I can go down here and rename it and call it Moroccan Music, just so that I know what it is. And what you're going to do is you need to get that track out of there and put it into your folder. So you're going to right click on it and cut. Notice it's still there. It's not going to move until you paste it. Go to your folder in the MVS student folder, Jameson folder, period folder, your folder, right click and paste. And now you're ready to put it into your PowerPoint.